Hi guys, it's Nicole with Sunshine Heart Face Tarot. This is a reading for Leo. This is a message from your spirit guides. We're going to pull a card for your overarching message, like the guide that's trying to come through. Another card about what you need to receive, the message that you need to receive in this moment, something that they've been trying to tell you, but you've been too blocked to receive it. How to be more open and what you're being helped through right now. Okay, so pulling for Leo, and we need a card that represents, this one tried to fall out, I'm going to take it. Sacred Lust. Sacred Lust is your card, Leo, that represents the day for you. So this goddess, her name is Quitesh. I can't remember where she's from. Let me look real quick. I want to say Egypt. Let's see. Yes. So she is from the Temple of Lovers, and she is the goddess of sacred lust. Okay. She is the Egyptian goddess of sacred sexuality, ecstasy, and fertility. Those are her two men, ladies, fertility gods Min and Montu, the god of war. It says, you are an exotic creature. You have a divine right to experience sensual ecstasy. It is sacred to give and receive pleasure. It feels good to feel good, and you deserve to feel good. Lean into your sacred lust. Okay, so you have a divine right to feel good, and that's what message is coming through today. Okay, accept that, feel it, embrace it, be it, love it, all of that. Let's see if I can pull this back so you guys can see. All right, so that is our overarching message. Whoops. For the reading, the goddess coming through, Quitesh of sacred lust. Sorry, let me see if I can get that to sit up a little better so you guys can see it. There we go. No, it doesn't like that. Okay. Okay, so what is the message that you need to receive right now, Leo? The message that you need to receive right now concerning sacred lust. What do you need to receive? Okay, two came out. I will take them both. And we got grief and radical rebirth. Okay, this is the message that you are meant to receive right now. Grief and radical rebirth. Okay, so regarding your sensuality, regarding fertility, regarding just being comfortable in the skin that you're in, it's going to take a radical rebirth. Okay, you're going to have to transform. You're going to, it's going to be a process. It's going to be a process of learning to love the skin that you're in. And there might be some grief associated with it, right? Maybe you're going through a death, right? It's like the death in tarot, like a rebirth. Let me see. Allah, goddess of grief. So she comes from Nigeria. Okay. And it says, give spirit your grief, bawl it out, wail it out, cry it out, sob, shriek, shed tears, surrender it. You are holding unprocessed grief. You want to skip over it and get back to normal, but grief doesn't go away before you ignore it. The only way to heal it is to walk through it. So this is telling you need a lot of self-love and self-care. I feel body issues, right? I feel like there's been some body issues, and you haven't processed it yet. But once you do, you're going to have a radical rebirth. Okay. You have to shed your old skin and grow into this new person who's embracing your sexuality, embracing your femininity, embracing whatever physical dimension you are in, right? That does not define your soul. Okay. So if we look at the goddess of radical rebirth, this is the temple of the ancestors. It says, yes, you can stop the struggle. Life is about transition and change. Release the idea that you messed up if things aren't perfect. Stop waiting to be ready. Make new choices and decisions. Still I rise. So what this is telling you is that, okay, so what, your body's not perfect. Who cares? Nobody's is. And you know what? It's perfect to somebody out there, and it needs to be perfect to you, more important than anybody else. Okay. So get past like these, the body shaming that you're going through right now. Forgive yourself and experience the radical rebirth, because that's what's trying to come through. Okay. Um, what is something that your ancestors, spirit guides have been trying to tell you, but you've been blocked? You've been blocked from receiving this message up until now. Seasons. So every season has its purpose. That's what literally just came to mind before I even had a chance to process this card. So maybe whatever, whatever you were going through with your sexuality, your sensuality, accepting, who you are as a person, maybe even when it comes to sexuality, maybe, you like women or men of the same sex, and maybe that's your rebirth, right? Maybe you've been going through grief because of your feelings, but what this is saying is that every season has its purpose, okay? And so you've went through whatever, you need to go through in terms of your grief and your shame, and it's time to be reborn. You have not been open to understanding that before, but now you are. Nana Buluku. Nana Buluku. Let me look. Oh, she is card number 1. And 1 is all about new beginnings, guys. 1 is all about new beginnings. Okay. She is the goddess of seasons. She is the most high supreme being. You have entered a new cycle that is very old. Allow yourself to become present. Trust in divine timing. Don't be in such a hurry. There are no shortcuts here. Are you ready for a new beginning? Are you in or entering a new season that will force you to evolve? This is a time of major transformation. You are going through major transformations in terms of your sexuality, okay? Maybe fertility. You're grieving over whatever happened in the past, but that's over now. Every season has its time, and it is time for your radical rebirth. That is the message that you need to hear right now. Let's see, what other, how can Leos be more open to receiving these messages? Creativity. So stop thinking so much and start feeling a little bit more, okay? And be around friends, right? This card, it's like a celebration, like all these women coming together, and sometimes the more people that you surround yourself with, the more ideas that you can get. And sometimes we normalize things. We think that, whatever's going on in our life that's just the way it is. Like, that's the way it's always been. That doesn't mean that that's the way it needs to stay. And that doesn't mean that it's normal. That doesn't mean that it's okay. All right. So what this is telling you how to be open to receiving more messages is get out there more, be more social, hang out with some friends a little bit more. Okay. And once you do that, you're really going to start to transform. All right, and finally, what are you being helped with along your path right now? What are you, sorry, oh my goodness. What are you being helped with along your path right now? Okay, we got 2. Shame and leveling up. So what you're being helped with is getting past this shame. I definitely feel like there's definitely some sort of shame when it comes to either body images or sexuality. That's 100% for some of my Leos out there. You know who you are. You're going through it. And what this is telling you is that you don't have to be ashamed. Okay. Like, look at her. I don't see any shame on her. She is doing what she wants to do. She looks like she's pinching her nipples, and she does not care. She is chilling. She's got her headdress on. I want to read a little bit more about Long Bubby Susie. Long Bubby Susie. And what does she have to do with shame? And how are you being helped right now with shame? You are beautiful and loved. Every part of you and your journey is beautiful, even the ugliest moments. You are secretly scared that you are not enough. Shame is lying to you, okay? So you have these body image shames or sexuality shames, and you're feeling like you're not good enough, but you are. Accept your, yeah, come on, guys. This is some sort of someone trying to accept their sexuality. Accept who you are, okay? Hang out with other people, maybe who are like you, okay? Share your experience, talk with other people. You don't have to be ashamed, okay? You do not have to be ashamed. And then finally, What else are you being helped with? You're being helped with leveling up. All right. So you feel stuck maybe in the situation you're in. You're ashamed of yourself. You're grieving. And what this is saying is that that is about to come to an end. You are being helped through that. Okay. You are getting past your shame and you are leveling up, and great things are going to come. However, you have to accept who you are and go through that rebirth. Okay. And that means that feeling the emotions. If you need to cry, cry. Okay. If you want to shout, shout, do whatever you need to do. And beautiful things are coming. Spirit is here for you. And I hope that helped. Have a great day, Leos.